The fishwife has a terrible life, working night and day. To shining fish she takes the knife and cuts their guts away. To shining fish she takes the knife, their guts lie on the floor. She lines the haddock on the board and slices through their gills. She lifts their chins without a word and treats them as she will. She lifts their chins without a word and lays their roes to naught. Her knife she slides along their flanks, their scales to rub away. Their armour lifts in dulling ranks and falls silver in the day. Their armour lifts in dulling ranks, leaving their skins raw. Her husband is a basking shark whose teeth shine cool and bright. He takes the money from her work and spends it all at night. He takes the money from her work and spends it all on drink. He swims the pools where sailors sink, his dives they are all foul. His breath is fermentation stink and poison rots his bowels. His breath is fermentation stink, his kidneys are all gone. One night when he demands more cash, she cries, "There is no more. Where is our love you once proclaimed would last forevermore? Where is our love you once proclaimed would last until we died?" He smiles his smile, he grins his grin, and this he says so smooth. Our love is like a cast-off skin that lies there in the ooze. Our love is like the chucked-out skin that rots there in the mud. He smiles his smile, he smirks his smirk, and this he says so blithe. My love, I'm a basking shark and you are mine to tithe. My love, I'm a basking shark and you're my legal prey. Morning comes, he staggers in and sways against the door. She hammers him with a marlin spike and knocks him to the floor. She hammers him with a marlin spike for killing conger eels. She stabs him with a gutting knife in the kidney fine. He writhes in agony on the board, his blood a scarlet shine. He writhes in silence on the board and gasps out his last breath. His eyes take on a silver sheen like cod upon a dish. His muscles harden up like wood, like a wind-dried fish. His muscles harden up like wood, like a knotted stave. She guts him fast and feeds his guts to the crabs beneath the brine. His corpse she buries in the sand beneath the high tide line. His corpse she buries in the sand to ferment in his own piss. 6 months she leaves him to ferment until no poison's there, and then she hangs him in the wind in the cold salt air, and then she hangs him in the wind 3 months until he's cured. She cuts him into inch-square chunks and stacks him in a dish. The meat is foul and ammoniac, just like the shark he is. The meat is foul and ammoniac and ready for the feast. Then come the winter festival, she takes him to the meal of all the owners of the pubs who all her wealth did steal, to all the owners of the pubs who lace their booze with bile. She said, "You've had my husband," and fed him cheap whiskey. My husband is now cured of drink and he has gone to sea. My husband is now cured of drink, the sea now is his home. She says, "You've had my money and taken it with glee. Take now this gift of rotted shark as a final gift from me. In that land, strongly rotted shark is well loved as caviar." They take, they thank, they eat a gift, that rotted shark's a fine. They eat the shark with turnip washed down with fine red wine. They eat the shark with turnip mashed soft with finest lard. She bows, she turns, she walks away, she walks down to the street. She seems the happiest she's been to everyone she meets. She seems the happiest she's been since a wedding day. But when she walks down to the shore, to the leaden sea, she does not walk out into the waves as some might foresee. She does not walk out into the waves in madness at her deeds. Instead she casts his shining teeth out on the surging waves and cries, "I'll not be turned into a fish nor made into a slave. I'll not be turned into a fish, and I am no man's prey." And then she walks back to her house and to her gutting knife, and rues the day that ere she wed and became another's wife, and swears that ne'er again will she wed. She'll be her own to keep.